Hi, everybody. Mark Elliott here, along with Ryan Schmalz, our baseball coach, and Athlete of the Year, Hunter Newman. And Hunter was a great player for us this past year. He was the Offensive Player of the Year in the conference, Region Player of the Year, and the GMAC Athlete of the Year. Got drafted by the Cardinals and spent the summer in great Johnson City, Tennessee, in the Appalachia League. Hunter, quick, tell us about that experience. Great player for us this past year. He was the Offensive Player of the Year in the conference, Region Player of the Year, and the GMAC Athlete of the Year. Got drafted by the Cardinals and spent the summer in great Johnson City, Tennessee, in the Appalachia League. Hunter, quick, tell us about that experience real quick.
It was a great experience. Really just, being around a bunch of international guys. It was definitely different. I think it'll be really good for the future. It was actually a really good league for travel. I think our farthest trip was like 5 hours, so that was really helpful that we were able to come back to our host family's houses most of the nights. Wasn't staying in just terrible hotels every single night, even though we got our share of those. But
long bus trips.
Yeah.
And great buses too, right?
Oh, fantastic.
I'm going to come back to you in just a minute. Ryan, what's it like to coach a player of that magnitude?
I tell you what, it's going to be tough not to write his name in the lineup every day. It's just nice knowing that you have somebody in the lineup who, when he comes up to bat, you almost expect him to do something big, to do some damage or to come up with a big hit or a ball in the gap, and and also to provide some leadership. When your best player is also one of the hardest workers on the team, putting the time into the batting cages when no one's looking, just the things that go on behind the scenes that people don't realize. That's what we're really going to miss as well. But we're obviously really happy for Hunter, and I think he's got his best baseball still ahead of him.
Yeah. How are you going to replace him?
I think we'll have to do it collectively. I don't know if one person's going to be able to pick up that kind of production. We'll definitely have to do it with 9 guys and not just one. And I think we got the team to do that. I think we got a really deep team, a very good lineup coming in, and we got a long ways to go before we have to decide who's going to be playing out there. But I think collectively we definitely can make up that production.
Well, one of the things I think you'd agree with me, one of the best things about Hunter was that I thought he was one of the most prepared batters when he got in the batter's box. Every pitch was something that was already thought about. You were prepared. You were ready on every pitch. Tell us a little bit about how much did Ryan develop that? How much was natural, was like your dad, and then how much did you improve with the Cardinals?
It was definitely Coach Schmalz. He instilled that, I think, in a lot of us, not just me. He always talks about the process, like don't worry about the results, just focus on the process. Well, the process starts long before, you're at bat. You have to think about like how the pitcher's going to throw you, what pitches, where, like they can pitch backwards, there's so many things you can do. You just have to have a plan when you go up there, really, for every pitch, depending on ball or strike, just whatever the outcome is, you really have to focus on what your plan's going to be, no matter what the situation. Now,
you hit a couple home runs. We got to see those on video. That was really cool. But I want to maybe focus on one thing. You got hit in the head about the second week of the summer season. Tell us a little bit about that and how that affects your psyche when you get up to bat the next time.
It's definitely pretty scary. Your psyche is just messed up for a couple weeks. It took me a couple weeks to get comfortable in the box again, but I finally got comfortable again and started hitting a little bit.
Tell us a little bit about the future. What's the future hold for Hunter Newman now?
Hopefully to be in St. Louis. Obviously, I guess that's my plan. That's where I want to be, but I guess that's long term. I guess short term, hopefully start out next year in Peoria, which is low A for the Cardinals. Just really want to be on a full season team next year to start the year and hopefully move up from there.
Greg, I guess that's it. Thanks for joining us. TNUtrojans.com.